A very crucial meeting set to take place in Chumugudima between the Core Committee on Naga Political Issue and the NSC and IM to discuss on the Naga political issue. Union Home Minister Amit Shah entrusts a core committee headed by Chief Minister Nltv Rio to convince the NSC and IM on signing the final agreement. Rising People's Party urges Chief Minister Nltv Rio to implement fairness and transparency in the Nagaland Staff Selection Board examinations. Party 6, scrapping of interview system, demands that deserving candidates be chosen via written exams. Nagaland Tribes Council appeals to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to exhibit a political will and call on negotiating parties to enter into mutual agreement over the Naga political issue before the 2023 Nagaland Legislative Assembly elections. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to launch the national logistic policy today at Vigyan Bhawan, an LP to reduce the logistic cost of India, thereby improving efficiency across various sectors. Aam Aadmi Party suffers another major setback as anti-corruption branch of Delhi arrest MLA Amanatullah Khan over involvement in illegal appointments and financial irregularities in the management of Delhi WAQF board. Hello, you are watching English News Now. This is Chipen Kfung. Let's look at the stories in detail. The Core Committee on the Naga political issue will be meeting the NSC and IM leaders on Saturday at Chumugudima to deliberate on the Naga political issue. Chief Minister Nltv Rio will be leading the CCO and PI delegation, while the NSC and IM will be represented by senior members of the group. The meeting comes days after Union Home Minister Amit Shah had asked the committee members to impress upon the NSC and IM on signing the final agreement. Now, this political development is viewed as a major step towards resolving the decades-old Naga political issue, and it has also come to the notice of the government and the citizens of the state that the NSC and IM and the Working Committee NNPGs just a few days ago penned down the set together and penned down an agreement to resist and to abstain from hurting each other, or either verbally or through weapons. So this major step is viewed as a positive development as far as the Naga political issue is concerned. Now, the meeting will be taking place at Chumugudima, so the entire Nagaland is keeping its eye on the meeting that will happen today, and more updates coming your way as our reporters are already there. Nagaland Tribes Council has urged upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi to exhibit political will and call on the negotiating parties to enter into mutual agreement before the Nagaland Legislative Assembly elections in 2023. The NTC said at a meeting that it had impressed upon PM Modi to invite Working Committee of the 6 NNPGs to the negotiating table. NTC also claimed that its concern had been for an inclusive political negotiation for a lasting peace. NTC also reminded Modi of a delay in arriving at final solution after 3 years after negotiations between the Centre and the NSC and IM and the 7-member NNPGs concluded on October 2019. The Rising People's Party has appealed to Chief Minister Nltv Rio to adopt transparent procedures in the Nagaland Staff Selection Board examination. RPP General Secretary Amai Chinku and Secretary Akam Lungamer cautioned the government that if the NSSB examination was conducted in the present format as notified, then the whole idea of transparency and fairness would stand nullified. RPP reminded the state government that there should be no interview system in NSSB selection process, since written examination itself should be sufficient to choose candidate at the level. They alleged that the interview system in NPSC had led to nepotism and corruption for decades. They suggested that the OMR sheets with carbon copy should be used and the correct answer keys should be published in the local dailies after conducting the exam so that the candidates can self-evaluate their performances. The two-day state visit of BJP National President JP Naga came to an end on Friday. Naga concluded his two-day visit to the state with an auto rickshaw rally. Around 250 auto rickshaws took part in the rally led by the BJP National President. He was accompanied by Deputy Chief Minister Zunheboto and BJP Legislative Party leader and BJP State Unit President Imna Along and other member of the state unit. Reportedly, Naga also met former Governor and Chief Minister Dr. S.C. Jamir at his residence. He also visited Catholic Cathedral, Kohima, on Friday, before his departure for Dimapur on the same day. Chairman of Nagaland Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited, Maitio Grosse, on Friday inaugurated the State Handloom Expo at Urban Hut, Dimapur. The expo is being organized by NHDC and sponsored by the Office of the Handloom Development Commissioner under the Ministry of Textiles. The main objective of the exhibition is to develop and promote marketing channels in domestic and export markets and create a linkage between the two markets in a holistic and integrated manner. The expo will also provide marketing opportunities to handloom workers with special focus on talented and uncovered weavers. 60 participants from Assam, Manipur and various districts in Nagaland are exhibiting varieties of handloom products. The expo will conclude on 29th September. International Day for Preservation of the Ozone Layer, also known as World Ozone Day, was celebrated in Kohima on Friday. The main aim of the day was to raise awareness about the importance of preserving the ozone layer. Kohima Forest Division, Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change observed the day in collaboration with Government Middle School Forest Colony. Under the theme Montreal Protocol at 35 Global Cooperation Protecting Life on Earth, Range Forest Officer of Kohima, Bezanino Chile, during the speech encouraged the participants to be responsible in protecting the environment and contribute towards the common goal. A total of 250 participants, including students, teachers and staff, took part in the program. A major setback for the Aam Aadmi Party yet again as the anti-corruption branch of Delhi arrested its MLA Amanatullah Khan on Friday. Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan has been found involved in a case of illegal appointments and financial irregularities in the management of Delhi WAQF board. An FIR was filed against the Aam Aadmi Party MLA in 2020 by the Anti-Corruption Board under Prevention of Corruption Act in the case. In 2020, ACB Chief Madhur Verma said Khan is under arrest on the basis of incriminating material and evidence against him, apart from the recoveries made during the searches on Friday. The Chumugedima Area Baptist Pastors Fellowship and the Forum for Naga Reconciliation played a football match on Friday at Chumugedima. Around 35 pastors took part in this football fellowship and after a keenly contested game that saw plenty of goals scored, the spirit of oneness and belonging triumphed. The recently signed September joint accordant by the NNPGs and the NSC and GBRN was appreciated, and a hope for fulfillment of genuine understanding and essential cooperation were expressed. The FNR appealed to the pastors to uphold the reconciliation process in their prayers. Bharatiya Janata Party President JP Nadda on Thursday said that the seat-sharing deal with the National Democratic Progressive Party for the upcoming assembly polls is final and needs no second thought. While addressing party workers at Kohima's Capital Cultural Hall, Nadda made it clear that the seat-sharing formula of 40-20 has been taken by central leadership and the party should stick to the commitment, and all workers must respect the decision of the central leadership. It is to be noted here that earlier during the same event, Deputy Chief Minister and BJP Legislature Party leader Y. Badun urged the central leadership to give a second thought on the seat-sharing formula with an equal seat-sharing. Patton also claimed that with the support of party workers and central leadership, he will be able to bring 25 legislators to victory.
Mr. Y. Martin has talked about alliance and other things. I would like to share with you.
A district-level coordination meeting for Zunheboto district was held at the DC's conference hall on Friday. The meeting was led by Lok Sabha MP Tokeo Yaptomi under the chairmanship of Deputy Commissioner. Major departments like Foods and Civil Supplies, PWD District Agriculture Department, Horticulture, PHED and Land Resource Department presented their reports during the meeting in front of the MP. The Lok Sabha MP Tokeo Yaptomi took note of the grievances and reports presented by the respective departments and assured his help in every possible way. Yaptomi further stated that the next coordination meeting will be held again in another 4 months.
We give priority to people with HIV, people because that is the objective of the central government.
Covered, completed 35 villages, already completed.
Registered 18,645 beneficiaries.
232 ANC money, pregnant mothers. Next. And these are the data of positives. Number of priority registrations.
Even this year, we have distributed some around 2 lakh planting material to the interested farmers, and then so far we have already, including this year, 24,050 lakh to 24 lakh 50,000 we already distributed to the farmer, which comes to now the achievement in ground reality. It comes to
This is we give priority to people with HIV, people because that is the objective.
Well, on the auspicious occasion of Vishwakarma Puja, all staff and members of Nagaland TV celebrated Vishwakarma Puja in the office premise. All devotees gathered at the office to worship the Lord. Vishwakarma Puja, known as Vishwakarma Jayanti and Patra Sankrandi, is marked to celebrate the birth of Lord Vishwakarma. It is celebrated across various states by organizing puja in their respective offices, factories and industrial areas to pay respect to the Lord. Dimapur Battalion Assam Rifles organized a friendly girls volleyball tournament at Shidovi village ground on Friday. Participants from Nltv, Mhaigam, Rasape and Vitima village took part in the tournament, which started at 3 p.m. and the final match was won by Mhaigam village. Head Gaunbura of Nltv village expressed his gratitude to the Assam Rifles for conducting the event. After the match, prize distribution ceremony for the winning team and the runner-ups was held and further refreshment was organized for the team and the villagers. Heeding to the BJP Central Leadership's call, the BJP Nagaland Minority Morcha will observe Seva Pakhwada from September 17 to October 2nd under the leadership of State President Damjan Imna Along and the President of the Minority Morcha, Deep Kumar. The Minority Morcha will organize a blood donation program on September 17, followed by a tree plantation and water cleaning programs between September 22nd and 24. Commemorating the birth anniversary of Sri Deen Dayal Upadhyay, the Morcha will organize a talk on his theory of integral humanism. The Morcha will also visit various vaccination centers to distribute fruits and juices and observe Khadi Purchase Day. The Morcha will also organize a Swajda and Saman Diwas on October 2nd, and the members will undertake cleanliness drive in various parts and felicitate the ex-serviceman on October 2nd. District Sports Officer of Kohima, Jopovi Zecho, informed that there will be a selection trial for Sepak Takraw for both boys and girls under 14 on September 24. The players should be below 14 years of age or either be born on or before or after October 12, 28 to apply for the selection process. Interested players under Kohima district have been requested to collect the forms at the district sports office in Kohima. The selected players will represent Kohima district in the upcoming 14th state-level Catch Them Young Tournament 2022, which will be held on October 13 and 14 at the IG Stadium, Kohima. Chief Minister of Mizoram, Zoramthanga, has sought the centre's help to open the southern campus of Mizoram University in South Mizoram's Lunglei town. Zoramthanga, who is currently in Delhi, called on the Union Education and Skill Development Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and informed him of the need for establishing higher institutions to improve education in the state. Zoramthanga further urged Pradhan to extend help to ensure that the proposed Mizoram University Southern Campus becomes functional at the earliest. Three exotic wildlife species were rescued by Mizoram police on Friday from Kauzol district, which was suspected to be smuggled from Myanmar. A car was intercepted by the Kauzol police at Tuisenpai checkgate and recovered 2 spider monkeys and 1 injury lemur. The police officer stated that the rescued animals along with the vehicles were handed over to the Central Custom Preventive Force in Champai and further mentioned that the state police is giving their full efforts to prevent the illegal smuggling of wildlife species along with other illegal items such as drugs and permits, areca nuts. Another big achievement for the Mizoram police as they recovered and seized 374 grams of heroin worth 1.87 crore on Friday night in Aizawl. A 43-year-old woman has been arrested by the police with the drugs. Mizoram police stated that the 374 grams of heroin has been recovered and seized from the possession of Rhuluboi of Champai in Aizawl by a special narcotics team on Friday night. Earlier on September 15, police from Champai district recovered 55 grams of heroin worth rupees 27.5 lakhs. Union Home Minister Amit Shah unfurled the national flag in Telangana Liberation Day celebrations at the parade ground in Hyderabad on Saturday. Union Home Minister Amit Shah was accompanied by Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy in Telangana Liberation Day. The tricolour was first unfurled by the first Home Minister of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, after Hyderabad merged with the Indian Union in 1948. Hyderabad Liberation Day is celebrated on September 17 to mark the rebellion and the police operation which led Hyderabad to achieve its freedom from the Nizam's rule. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the National Logistics Policy on Saturday. The policy will be launched at Vigyan Bhawan in order to reduce the logistic cost of India, which will tremendously improve the efficiency cutting across various sectors of economy, encouraging value addition and enterprise. The policy is an endeavor to improve the competitiveness of Indian goods, enhancing economic growth and increasing employment opportunities. PM Modi stated that the need for a national policy was felt since the logistics cost in India is high compared to other developed economies. Donation game organized as a part of Rakatan Amrit Mahotsav on the occasion of the birthday of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The blood donation has been organized. The Health Ministry launched the e-Rakt Kosh portal where donors can register for blood donation from September 17. The purpose behind the campaign is to create awareness about the need for regular, non-remunerated voluntary blood opportunities and social cohesiveness for the noble cause of the blood donation. Ulda script. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit the easternmost state, Arunachal Pradesh, to inaugurate the hydroelectric power plant. The project is the largest in the northeastern region and has been executed by Northeast Electric Power Corporation Limited at an estimated cost of around Rs 8,000 crore. Chief Minister Bema Khandu informed that the project has been successfully commissioned and will be a great boon for the power sector of the country, especially for the Northeast, and provide power for great stability. He also informed Modi of the development projects undertaken in Northeast, including the Itanagar Airport. The date for visit will be informed by the PM's office shortly. In a historic event, Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi released 8 cheetahs from their enclosures in Kuno National Park, Madhya Pradesh. Prime Minister Modi is celebrating his 72nd birthday. The cheetahs were brought on Saturday morning from Namibia as a part of Project Cheetah, which aims to revitalize and diversify the nation's wildlife and habitat. PM Modi said this project is an endeavor towards government and wildlife conservation. He was among public before visiting the cheetahs. Modi thanked the Namibian government for their help in bringing cheetahs to India.
चीतों को देश में लाने और खा रहे थे और उससे का नतीजा है कि आज ये 8 चीते अब हिंदुस्तान की। कहा जाता है कि अवैध शिकार जो रहा वो एक बहुत अहम वजह रहा इनके एक्सटिंक्ट के विलुप्त होने के। ज्यादा शिकार और ये भी कहा जाता है कि जो चीते को जो घास के मैदान हो, झाड़ियां हो, खुले जंगल हो, अर्ध शुष्क वातावरण और थोड़ा सा ज्यादा तापमान, हम वही कह रहे हैं जिस बेस पे, जिस आधार पे ये तमाम चीते यहाँ जिंदा रहेंगे, यहाँ रहेंगे, उस बेस को भी उस कूनो नेशनल पार्क में पहुंच चुके हैं। ये आसपास के वातावरण को देख रहे हैं, महसूस कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि प्रधानमंत्री खुद भी चीतों को देश में लाने और खा रहे थे, और उसी का नतीजा है कि आज ये 8 चीते अब हिंदुस्तान की। कहा जाता है कि अवैध शिकार।
Shocking and saddening news coming in from Nepal as 13 people have been reportedly killed and 10 missing following landslides in multiple parts of Acham district in Nepal on Saturday. Deputy Chief District Officer Dipesh Rijal said at least 13 dead and 10 missing and 10 rescued from various parts of Acham district in far west Nepal due to landslides. Home Minister Bal Krishna Kant ordered the deployment of helicopters for search and rescue operations. Nepal is in the grid of incessant rainfall, which has resulted in floods and landslides in various areas. And that's all for now. Thank you for tuning in.